Hello again, this is the Japanese Retro Game Center with another YouTube video. So this time we're going to look at a haul of controllers I have. So I went through and got a bunch of Famicom and Famicom related controllers, and I have them all here, and while I was sorting through them I decided to go ahead and make a video about them. So let's see what we have. Alright, so let's see, first up we have the gun. So this is the Famicom gun. Alright, snaps into place. Seems to... Alright, it was a little sticky at first there. I think it was held back while... Alright, while moving it around, but... Alright. So it's got that sound. It's got that click pretty similar to the Nintendo, to the American gun. There you go, the light beam. It's got the aim and everything, right? What do you see through that, right? Doesn't really matter because you're just going to put it up on the screen anyway. So here's the Famicom gun. It's tangled up with some other controllers there. So yeah, pretty nice item. I haven't tested any of these out. That'll probably be another video if I'm lucky. But right now I'm just going to show you what I have right now. Let's see here. This is just a regular controller. I have two of them. They're all wound up with the gun. I haven't untangled them yet. And these are what you hardwire into a Famicom. Let's see. Let's see if I can show you a close-up of some of the wires. I'm not one to really mess with hardwiring, and I don't really have to. I'd rather just have the Famicom intact. But as they are hardwired and the controllers do break, this is pretty important. I think I have a client, actually. I have a request for some controllers, so those will probably be going out to him. Alright, let's see, BPS controller here. BPS Max, alright. So BPS, the same guys that were shipping out the Tetris games for the Famicom. Alright, so there's a controller, so A, B, and turbo, and alright, pretty smooth D-pad right there, as long as it works, right? Let's see, next. Okay, Famicom Network Controller. So I already have one of these, and I have the set. This is just the controller. I don't see the other pieces. So this was the actual, they had like an internet, I guess before the internet, but they had a network where you could go on and it was like trade stocks and do stuff online in Japan. They didn't come out with it in America. I heard they were planning on it, but no, they did have it in Japan, and I've seen a few of these around, and I have the controller. I've seen a few of the controllers. I think this is the third one I've seen and had. I have this, and it has the actual system. It sits on top of the Famicom, like a kind of like the Famicom disc, but it's a bigger machine, and then you put a card in it. I'll have to show that in another video. So that's that. Let's see. One that's similar to it is this Capcom controller for Mahjong. So it's a special Mahjong controller. Looks alright. It's some of the plastic is a little old. It's peeling off there. So I'm probably just going to take that off because it looks bad. It looks better without it. We'll see if that works. So I have one, but it only really works with this game, I think. So I don't know if it'll work with any other Mahjong games or not. I'm not big into Mahjong, so yeah, so it's nice to have. I think I have one, so I'll compare it to that one later. Let's see, what is this thing right here? Alright, so Family Computer Laser Commander. Alright, so there's a wire there. I don't know much about this one. You guys could probably fill me in on this. On the back it's Hori. I don't know if you can... Let me focus on that. Yeah, Hori. Alright, so Hori makes this. So they're kind of the third party, the biggest third party brand for controllers and whatnot. So that's what they got going here. So I'm going to test that out later. Here's the keyboard, the Family Basic. Okay, so you can program your own little games and some things like that. Here are two of the discs. I think these were the two that I had with it. So there's the Family Basic cart here. and has the backup switch right on the card, on and off. And then there's the V3. I have a boxed keyboard already, and I have Family Basic. I forget if I have the V3 or not, so I might keep it and might play with it. It's got its name marked on the back from the previous owner. So there it is. It's even got a place. It's even got a place here on the back for batteries to put in the batteries in for backup memory and all that. The V3, yeah, V3 has it too. Alright, next. Game repeater. Alright, family computer game repeater. Standby record. Save load. This is the first time I've seen this, so new for me too. Alright, this is another Hori device, so I'm gonna have to look at it, figure it out later. I did a picture about this on Twitter before. I'll get into it later. The 3D system. So I just landed a 3D system not too long ago, and this is another one I have. So I'm not gonna open it, get into it now. That'll be another video. But the box looks really good. Considering everything it's been through, that looks pretty good. I don't think I have any software for the 3D system yet. Any of the 3D system special only games. So I need to get some of those. Alright, here's the ASCII, right? L5 stick, the one-handed controller. It's got the control pad, start and select, and then A and B on the back. So if you're playing like RPGs and games where, you know, you're not doing a whole lot, where one controller works just fine. Right, you got that. Let's see. What I really like out of this set was the data recorder. I hadn't gotten one of these. I really wanted this. This is one of my add to the collection. So the data recorder. So I believe you can hook it up to the Family Basic as well. So there's some tapes for it, and well, you can probably make your own. Again, this is another thing. Gotta research a little more. I have one of the tapes. One of the Ginga games, right? Galaxy Odyssey. So I have one tape here. So, of course, it's just regular tapes. So, alright, sound station. So if you want to make your Famicom like a Mega Drive, I guess you can have this device. Alright, plug it in, right? And you can still plug other controllers in the front there and have the headphones for it and volume. Okay, I've seen these before. It's got a person in there scratched his name into it. Alright, so this is the black one of the... Oh, this controller. Was it just called joystick, wasn't it? So I've had a few of these. I think this is the first black one I've seen. I'm used to seeing them in the white and red Famicom color. So I have a bunch of those. So it's pretty nice. It's small joystick, right? So really easy to work with the big stick there. Okay, I've seen these before too. Wing Commander. Alright, so you can do... So it has the joystick in the middle, but it also has, you can switch between 1 and 2, and it has A and B on both sides, depending on which side you want to use. You can switch right between 1 and 2, controller 1 or controller 2, whichever one you want to use. Normal and turbo, it's right there. And also if you want to switch between 4 direction and 8 direction is a very nice option. So that's a pretty cool controller too. I have the Family King joystick right here. So controller 1, right? This one's a 1 button select if you want the button to be A or B, right? And start and select is right there. And it's got the button on top too, the fire, right? So you can flip through that. I guess if you want to be more Atari-like, you can have that joystick. Here's another one just like it. It's one from Hudson Soft. So good old yellow one here. Hudson Soft. Yep, so start and select A and B. Right? Pretty simple, straightforward. It's got the button on top too. So far all the controls have been pretty smooth so far, but I'm not sure until we actually test them. Okay, here's what I was looking for. So this was just like the black one. So there's the Family Computer joystick, again by Hori. This is the one I'm used to seeing, the white and red, and then we just had the black one. So we can get a comparison here real quick. Alright, so same deal. So there's the white version, the white and red, and the black version. They ripped off the top label there, which is a shame, but it's also got the, looks like the volume. Oh, it looks almost like a volume control, but I don't see a mic on there. Maybe it's just turbo. And this also has the 4 direction. You can switch between controller 1 and 2. And then regular and turbo, I believe it was, there on the bottom. For the black one, the white one has, if you want to switch between the 4 and 8 direction. So there is a bit of variation there. Alright, that's it for now. That's our video. So later I'll try to get a video of testing some of these things out, as well as showing some of my other box stuff that I was talking about before. Alright, see you then.